I'll make some chicken curry today. What do you think about that, Ava?
I'm excited for it.
She's lying. She's lying. So today it was a little bit cool outside, so I decided I could go ahead and make something on the inside on the stove top, and it won't be too hot in the house. So decided to try to make some curry, and the curry recipe I found was a pretty basic one. I thought it had stuff that I would already have in the house anyways. So a lot of the curries that I saw, the recipes are really just requiring like paprika, cumin, coriander, turmeric, and that gives it that color. And all we did was with the Dutch oven that you see over here, just put some oil in, saute some onions, get some flavor into it, added the spices to let the oil kind of start to well, not really roast, but release some of those flavors to kind of intensify it. And then chopped up some chicken, put the chicken into the pot to get the flavor in there. And then as far as liquids go, it was really just some crushed tomatoes and some chicken stock. And then for a cream, because it's more like a cream sauce, we could either use heavy cream. I found some coconut cream at Kroger, so I went ahead and used that, and it'll give it that nice creamy texture, make it kind of rich. And you can always make it as spicy as you want. I added a little bit of cayenne pepper to it just to give it a little bit of kick. I got a little bit of cilantro here that I'm going to chop up and finish it off with. And usually I use jasmine rice for like the Asian cooking, but this time we have basmati, which is going to be that longer grain, a little bit thinner rice. It's not going to be quite as sticky or starchy, so we're going to see how that goes over the rice. And I got some sweet potatoes baking on the grill right now that we're going to serve with it, so we'll see how it goes. We'll take it from there. All right, you got to do some cutting. So I'm going to show you some tips on some vegetable work that we did. So a lot of recipes call for these onions, and so if you want to dice or cut these onions, what you do is you go ahead and cut it in half. Take out the outer layer, but what you want to do is you want to leave this root end here, because if you cut this root end off, what's going to happen is it'll just fall apart, and then it releases all that those liquids that's inside that onion that makes you cry. So leave that root end on there. And what we're going to do, if we're going to do a dice, what we do is just going to make a bunch of cuts just like this. Then the next trick is, if you got a sharp knife, you can come in at it like this. I'm going to do one more time. And then all we got to do is chop down. And then what we have is we have a nice dice here. And if your knife is really sharp and you leave that root end on, you're not going to have too much crying going on. So that's what we can do with the onion. If you want, another thing that the recipe called for this time was ginger. And if you ever buy ginger at the store, it looks like that real ugly root. So the thing that we have to do is we have to get that skin off of it. And if you've never dealt with ginger before, easy way to get that skin off, just take a spoon and you just scrape. And that skin comes right off. Just scrape down like that. All of that comes out. Just like that. And once you're done with that, you can do a quick chop, dice, whichever you need to do. Easy stuff.
And look at it, you just tall like that bar and mount that thing horizontal like this.
All right, it's taste time. Got my plate here. Let's see how this came out. We got a little chicken, a little bit of the rice with it. Taste time. Taste time. A little bit hot.